Bună ziua și bine v-am găsit la o nouă ediție a emisiunii ZF, 15 minute cu un antreprenor. Cum facem ca economia să funcționeze în continuare, un proiect financiar susținut de Alpha Bank. Discutăm astăzi despre piața de birouri, în ce măsură companiile de fit-out au un 2023 productiv și îl avem alături de noi pe fondatorul COS, unul dintre cei mai mari jucători din această piață. Hello and welcome to ZF 15 minute.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Christina.
How are you? How is 2023 for a company like yours that does fit out? How do you see this year? Is it better than 2022? Do you compare it maybe to 2019, or is it too early?
Well, it's too early to understand what will be the end result of 23. We had a slow start. 23 started with a little amount of projects. And this is due certainly to the expectation of a crisis and not understanding yet how deep it would be. But it seems that now companies are feeling more confident. So we see a restart since 1 or 2 months that is now translated into more projects and more execution of projects for this summer. This summer will be very busy with a lot of execution. And we feel we're going to be busy quite well until the end of the year. Will he catch back the gap that took the beginning of the year? I don't know yet, but I anticipate a slight increase from last year for us anyway. But the market itself, yeah, it's recovering now. Let's see how long it will last. We depend also a lot on the office development, and for some zones in Romania, it got quiet in terms of offices. Lack of permits being awarded in Bucharest, and some situation in the regions where there has been a lot of developments in the past years, and now it's a bit on a plateau, like in Cluj and Timișoara. So it varies. It varies according to the regions, according to the sectors, but we remain optimistic for 23, and we have ideas where to develop even further in order to compensate in case it's needed.
You were telling us that the beginning of the year was slow, but right now you see some catching up. Which are the companies that continue to invest? From which sectors do they come from?
It's the sectors that were quite always carrying a lot of projects in Romania. So we have even the banking sector, professionals, IT development, automotive, energy sector. So these areas are bringing projects. So when you talk about branches, it's not only headquarters; it's renewal of branches. So it's these sectors that we believe, shared service centers as well, call centers. These are sectors that have always been quite successful in Romania, and that are still now quite numerous. And then we're chasing also industrial sector, so that's more in the regions, but you have some greenfield projects that are ongoing that are quite interesting as well, developing in the regions. So yeah, this is about what's developing now.
How many projects can you do a year, a normal year? If you were to see a good activity in the market and to have demand from your customers, how many projects can you do full time in 1 year?
It's hard to answer. It depends the size of the projects we have. We carry projects that can do 200, 300 square meters, 500, 700. Let's say the usual is about 800 to 1,000. And then we get 2, 3 big ones that are 3,000 to 5,000 square meters, sometimes 10,000 square meters. So really depending on the size, we have certainly the biggest capacity and capabilities on the market. So we usually cover around 12 to 15 projects in the same time.
Okay.
And at the end of the year, we have more than 1,000 orders in the year. In fact, 1,300. That's approximately about 500 customers placing orders. How many projects? I would say about 40 to 50 are really projects where we do a full turnkey.
Yes.
the year. Otherwise, it's sometimes only of furniture, sometimes only of carpet, sometimes only a part of the fit out. So it's really varying. But I would say big relevant contracts of fit out where we are in charge of all the activities, 45 to 50.
You mentioned earlier that some companies were a little bit more reluctant to invest in the first part of the year. Right now, do you see any kind of reluctance? And I don't mean to invest as a general rule, more like, do you feel like they are not so much willing to spend as much as they used to? Or do you think they are more careful to the prices that you offer? They want something cheaper, maybe? Did you see any type of change in consumer behavior, in your customers' behavior?
No, in general, the money spent is the same than before. It's just done differently because they want to change the office environment. So they're gonna spend about the same amount, sometimes even more, because they really want to build an office environment, a work environment that will be good for the people. So if I could be even saying that they're spending more than before in order to accommodate the well-being of the employees. So on that side, I've not seen less will to spend. So no, it's mostly a better time on this side.
But considering that you work a lot with companies that have offices, what did you notice in terms of work? Is it still hybrid? Did people go back to working in the office? Is there still room to go back to the office?
Yeah. Nowadays, it's still a period where companies have not settled on that side. The hybrid is not yet going one way or the other. It seems that for another 2 or 3 years, it will be like this. Some people have really appreciated to stay home. And anyway, work from home will remain forever. And it was existing before the COVID. And there was a lot of questions about that. How many employees can I have working outside the office? And some companies can do it, can be efficient like that. And the COVID has somehow made it even more obvious to them that they can work like this. For some others, like in the professional services, IT services, it's still to be decided how much they can have people working from home or being on the field, and therefore how many desks do I have? Do I have 100 employees? Do I need 100 desks? Not anymore. 70, 50. It depends on the activity of the person. So this is still under study, and we are here to help them to do that. We're studying the way they work. We're looking at how the employees behave, and by that we can decide with them how many desks they need today and how many other type of work posture they would need for people who would come just from time to time. And then also the technology adapted to the need to that, because obviously now they need much more teleconferencing with good devices that enable them to have efficient meetings with people remote. Ourselves, for our own office, we do now more meetings with online with our designers that could be from home, our engineers as well. So we are also juggling with that, but it works. And for many of our clients, it does. It's not settled yet to the degree. We believe there will be more and more people coming back. We see that trend. This is happening, but it will not go to 100% or even 90%. I think it's now part of the way we work. And some will want, because, to attract talent, now companies have to find them in Brasov, in Lugoj, in Java. But they will work for them. They are based in Bucharest, but they will have employees, and they will never see them physically, always online. But it's part of getting more employees. Before the pandemic, we had this problem of finding employees. Some companies were hesitating to settle in Bucharest because they thought they would not find employees. Now they discovered that remotely, they can have new employees that are based at home, 150 kilometers away, but it still works. So it still needs to be settled and to be well understood, but it's going to be like this now.
And we were talking actually about investment from other companies. What about your investment? Does Cost still invest in this environment that is quite unsure right now because of inflation, because of the interest rates? What is your policy regarding investment?
You mean the own cost investment in the activity?
Yes, exactly.
Well, we still believe in this field. We still believe there is a lot to do in the offices and in other sectors in Romania. So I don't hesitate to wish to grow, and this is why I did this new partnership with Samis a year and a half ago, and we invested about 1.6 million in these new facilities in order to also propose new services to our clients. We invest in our offices regionally as well. We have developed Cluj. We have 1,000 square meters in Cluj called Stables, which is also a serviced office at the disposal of some clients who are developing Iași and Timișoara. So I believe in the regions in Romania. I believe in new sectors as well in Romania, like the healthcare sector, the hospitality sector, the education. We need refurbishment. We need work. So we're not hesitating to invest. We're now about 115 employees at COS, and we are growing. We keep recruiting. So this is also an investment. And we are looking also at manufacturing our own custom-made furniture. We're looking for the right partner to invest in and to be able to do custom-made furniture directly for our clients.
In Romania? Do you search for partners in Romania?
Yes, we hope to find one in Romania. We have been in touch with some already. We're discussing with them. We're trying to find a way to become partner. I really hope. We need it for Romania. So my biggest need, we've done about 3 million euros of custom-made furniture last year. It's quite relevant as a turnover in custom-made furniture. And we could develop even more with a local partner. So I hope we can find, and that will help us even for countries where we want to be as well. This is another ambition of course.
Actually, that was my next question, because I know a private equity fund, normally, when they invest in a local company, they have plans to develop at least regionally. So I wanted to ask you if you are looking at Hungary or Serbia or anywhere else in the region.
We do. We do look for the right place to go. We wouldn't go and build from scratch something, so we need to find the right partners. There are some available that are from a network that we know. So when I say available, they are available to talk and interested to see how themselves could grow by having us as a partner. So it's indeed countries around Romania. We're not going tomorrow to Germany or France. Well, I wish to go back to my home country, but I'm very happy in Romania, and I'm very happy to develop from here and close to here. And yes, we're looking into it. We have started very quickly, but then we got so busy with projects here that we put it not on a pause, but we are taking our time to find the right partners. But it's our ambition. Indeed, Samis and I joined together to do that. By myself, I was somehow hitting a ceiling of what I could do by myself. And with Samis along me, it offers us more possibilities, more ambition to go towards this kind of expansion as well.
We are reaching the end of the interview. I have 3 more questions for you. The first one, you mentioned education, you mentioned healthcare, and I was wondering if you already have some projects with players in these fields. Do you see any interest from the actors in education or in the healthcare system that they are interested in furnishing their...
Definitely, yes. Because they also in these sectors, the environment to be built for the people is seen as more and more important, to give them well-being, to give them comfort over in a hospital. So quality of products, the products providing good health conditions to them are important. So we did, for instance, the Marie Curie hospital that was developed by Dariusz Teviața. We did the flooring, we did the furniture, we did the wall coverings in a very quality style. it's great. It was designed by an architect called Raluca Șoaita, and she was really great in the solutions developed in this hospital, and we were happy to do that. And then we did smaller clinics, dental clinics, smaller clinics. I see opportunities there for the moment still in the private sector, who are also in a competition situation. So they really want to build as much as possible a quality environment. Schools, we also dealt with different private schools, and also with universities that, so higher education, who were sponsored by private firms to refurbish and to provide the right environment for students. So we worked on with ACE, with Polytechnica. Also, we worked in Cluj with the faculty there. So we're starting to do well in the education sector. But I believe in more solutions, and I really hope one day we can talk also for public sector projects. Healthcare and education would need refurbishment, and money is coming for these projects as well. We hope to be able to participate. We have the products, we have the quality products for it, and to really make the right environment. So we hope we can get involved, but that's another step. For the moment, it's private sector, which gives already a lot of opportunities on healthcare and education.
You also mentioned that you are going towards your own investments in Cluj, in Iași, in Timișoara, in the office sector. Why are you doing this? Do you think there is an opportunity for growth in this sector? Did you see, I don't know, some spaces that were free and you wanted to show your customers what you can do? What was the idea behind it?
Behind settling offices in this
Yes.
in these places, you mean?
You said that you are doing your own spaces, so you are not doing it for customers, you are doing for costs.
No. So we have 3 showrooms in Cluj, Timișoara, and Iași. In Cluj, we developed even a bigger center, which is a kind of co-work space. So instead of having a showroom of 100 square meters, I have a showroom of 1,000 square meters, and 90% is subleased. Which is a way to accommodate the needs of clients that would not want to have an office for 5 years agreement, that they pay the fit out and everything. Here they just rent a space that we did the fit out.
So you believe in the co-working idea and in this direction of working?
I believe in it. I somehow taking advantage of it by proposing it to our clients as well in some. So now in Bucharest and Cluj. We hope to do it also in Iași and Timișoara, but I'm not becoming a co-work space company. We're doing it really to build an environment that we believe is the best for employees. We want to show it to our customers who will have their own office, or make them test it in our office. Like that, they can test it for a week, for months. They can rent a space that we have done and that we have built, and like that make them appreciate what we can do for them. So it's showing them our solutions, making them test live for quite some time, instead of just saying, well, this is our showroom, look at our product, you are here for an hour, test the chair, test the desk. Here we're giving a new experience, and we're the only one to do that, and to go to that extent. I think it's quite powerful. Yes, it's an investment, but it has proved to be very, very efficient, very powerful, and we walk the talk. What we built, we really make it test, and on quite some time as well. So I feel it's great to have done that. We want to keep doing that, but again, we're not becoming a co-work space. We're a company, we're a design and build company, who gives the possibility to experience what we can build, to make it really as a strong experience.
The last question from me to you today would be about the expansion outside of Romania. When do you think we could see the first project done, let's say, in any other country in the region? Let's not name one.
Even if we don't have an office in other countries, we're able to carry projects. We have done it in the past. We've done projects in Sofia. At the end, Sofia is closer to Bucharest than Cluj, so we're able to do projects in Sofia. We have done in Moldova. We have done in Slovakia. So we have been able. Now I would like to have a physical presence, and I think by next year we should have a presence in another country than Romania. One, maybe two, but we'll start by one. I'm having this in mind. It can be, it will be a country nearby. My focus remains Romania, but I really think the growth should go with one or two other offices abroad, but still with the possibility from Romania to work on projects abroad. When we are in the EU, it's easy, and we were able, I think, we went even to Czech Republic, to Germany, so we have the capability. Romanian know-how, Romanian quality is well known in these countries, and also the level of price we can practice is really interesting for them. So we have been able to break through, but we'll be even more efficient with an office. I'm fully aware of this, but still from Romania, with our Romanian team, we're able to do some projects.
Thank you so much for your presence today, and I hope to see you again here some other time.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Mulțumim frumos că ați fost alături de noi. Aceasta a fost emisiunea ZF 15 minute de astăzi și vă așteptăm și edițiile viitoare. La revedere!